Hello, and welcome to another update video on Ethereum. Yeah, Ethereum continues to hover above that $4,100 level, which is good to see because it indicates some strength and indicates that the market eventually plans to push higher, which is still sort of my perspective, right? I explained yesterday to you that would be ideal that if we could stay above 4,100, it at least it's going to be easier for us, right? Because it indicates the direct trend remains up and it's just a sign of strength. This is the daily chart. We're going to zoom into the 1 hour time frame, 30-minute charts in a minute. And the idea is that this fifth wave here within wave 3 should get ideally another high. That's what we're watching for, and I really don't see any evidence that a larger top has already formed. So we're still very much in line with the presented scenarios, and the proposed bullish count remains valid for now. I know that there are people out there who've already caught the bear market in an attempt to be first. Again, I'm always trying to help you understand that my approach is different. I don't try to call the bear market in an attempt to be first, because if you fight a trend like that, you will be rolled over by momentum. Yeah, it is what it is. This is the third wave, so you will be rolled over. Sorry, by momentum. So anyone who's calling a top without any evidence, it's pure speculation. It's a guess, basically, right? I mean, at best they use some levels, but still, if you have a trend like that and momentum is up, why on earth would you call it a bear market? I don't know. It doesn't make sense. But momentum is still up. I still assume we are kind of here in a fifth wave to the upside. There are other scenarios I have, which I shared in our membership, like long-term updates and everything, which, if I have time, can also integrate here into the videos. But for now, that doesn't matter in the medium term, because the idea is still that we push higher as long as we're holding $3,209. And the idea is still that this year could be an ending diagonal, wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5. But that wave 5 should ideally push higher, and it takes the shape of an expanding diagonal. So if we add trend lines here, and again, the upper trend line doesn't need to be reached necessarily, but it could take us to, I'm just saying, the upper boundary comes in at $8,350. Lower boundary obviously was down here and is currently coming in around 1,500. So it might very well be that we're approaching this upper boundary. I mean, of course, we'll have to stay close to micro patterns. Just saying, there's something there. For now, you see that we have broken recently above this very, very important $4,100 level. That was the swing high from March 2024 and December 2024, and we're now approaching my next target at 4,400. It's nearly been reached already. That is the level that was reached and tested in May 2021, and then we've got 4,900. There have been numerous calls of people that there is not much resistance left. I disagree, because the 4,400 level is quite a significant one, and then 4,900. And then there's some minor resistance at around 4,600. For now, we are consolidating just above the breakout point at 4,100, this critical swing high. That's good. Yeah, that is good. That is really helpful. Getting above this level was really good, because it indicates that something has changed. Yeah, we have not been above that level for a very, very long time. I mean, not since we've dropped below it in 2021. And the 4,400 level is next resistance, and we're above 4,100, which could now act as support. So that's really, really good, especially if we just take our time and consolidate a bit, maybe even retest that $4,100 level, which we might not even do. But I'm still watching here for that ABC structure that we talked about in the last video, where we had here an A wave down. The B wave might have topped, broke briefly above resistance, but no decisive break. And that's okay, because B waves don't really care so much about Fibonacci levels. You know that. And then a C wave down could be unfolding right now. This is the standard target zone for a C wave based on the B wave high. And the 4,176 to 4074 area is now the ideal target zone for the C wave, but obviously it depends on whether this is really the top of the B wave. I would not I would not short this. Yeah, the trend is still up. The overshooting B wave is still indicating bullishness in my view, because while it is only a B wave, probably B waves are, if they overshoot, a sign of strength. Okay, not that the market is not ready yet probably to start the fifth wave, but it tried to, and that indicates the bulls are willing. All right, so yeah, again, I don't see any evidence that this uptrend is over. I would say there is some sign of weakness that's going to come in if we break below 4,100 here, or this area around the green line. But then we have some Fibonacci support levels to watch just below 4,012, 3,900, and this fourth wave could technically do that, right? Go technically all the way down to 3,826, even though I would find that quite deep for this wave degree. Just saying, the first, on this time frame, the first pivot, the first zone to watch for support here is here between 4,176. That's also, by the way, where we have these previous swing lows, and $4,074. This is the 161.8 extension. I mean, there are some, you know, micro support levels in between. They are also relevant, of course, and there is an overlap here between the 23.6 Fibonacci extension at 4,132 and the 123.6 extension at 4,137. So, yeah, I mean, for now, it appears that this was a three-wave move up, and we might be coming down in the C wave. So we have an A wave down, we have a B wave up, and a C wave down could take us to 4,176. That's at least what I'm watching for. I have to say, though, if we now break above that last high, that intraday high, where we're getting closer to that 4,400 target, actually, if we break above it, it might indicate that we're already in the fifth wave. But then the fifth wave would have to unfold probably like a diagonal pattern, and circle wave 4 already bottomed here, and this is a wave 1, but in 3 waves. So we're dealing with a diagonal structure then in that case, and that makes it all a little bit questionable and choppy and messy. But that's normal. If a third wave was higher and faster, then it would have been ideal, right? So yeah, that's the update on Ethereum. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. If you are interested in our membership options, check out the channel page. Here you can find information about the membership, the 2-minute video that explains the membership. You get access to member videos. Yesterday, for example, I uploaded a video about Ethereum, Pengu, Casper, just for our members. You also get access to our member live stream. I think I covered 40 coins or so yesterday in the member live stream. So you get additional 40 analysis of different coins. Some of which were, for example, Bonk, MOG, Ton, Cpool, Sui also, iOS, for example, Cody, and many more. And if you're a gold member, then you can access also our Discord server with TradingView live charts, even updates about gold and silver. There are some stock updates included, chat rooms, live streams, additional updates. So check it out. Maybe we'll see each other there. And I wish you a great start to the week. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.